Radham Aravindanetram Smarami Radham Madhurasikasyam Padami Radham Karuna Varatram Tato Manyasti Gate Mukati Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. First of all, हमारे सत्संग प्रणाम ताऊ ताऊ गौर सुदर्शित गुरु पार पद्मा विष्णु पार पद्म शिशुमन भक्ति ग्रंथ नारायण संवाद श्री गुरु इतने लग हमारे सत्संग प्रणाम ताऊ ताऊ गौर सुदर्शित मैं श्री रूपान गौरी गुरु पार हमारे सत्संग प्रणाम ताऊ दसन गुरु वैष्णव Continuing reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 17. Karmana api bodhavyam bodhavancha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano bhati. Karma, vikarma and akarma should be distinctly understood, for the principle of karma is to come. Bhavanubha by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vikarma, forbidden action, leads to a miserable destination. This is the principle. Akarma means not to perform one's prescribed action, karma. Why is it auspicious for sannyasis to refrain from karma? In other words, how will they attain the highest welfare without performing action? The tattva of karma is extremely deep and difficult to understand. The word karma indicates all three aspects: karma, akarma, and vikarma. It is difficult to understand the tattva of karma. People in general, they think karma means what? All. It becomes like they have the word in the dictionary in English. Karma, is something you do, then some action, reaction coming. Good, bad, like good karma, bad karma. Due to my karma, I got this result. Like, they are very simple understanding. But karma is very deep, very difficult to understand. Here it is being described by Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Only the karma prescribed in Shastra is the cause of moksha. So in other words, those activities which are prescribed in Shastra for the purpose of attaining Svarga or liberation, these are actually called karma. Everything that is not Vedic, not prescribed in scriptures, this is actually, they fall under the category of akarma or vikarma. Simple activities or neglected duty. Vikarma, forbidden action, which is contrary to prescribed karma, leads the jiva to a miserable destination. Not performing the karma prescribed in Shastra is called akarma, inaction. There are three levels of akarma. One, the ignorant do not perform the karma which is prescribed in the Vedas due to laziness. They are very lazy and they have no desire to do anything that is in the scriptures. They have no desire to do anything that will uplift them, make any progress. Useless. They reject, they neglect. Okay. They're not going to do that. They're going to do whatever they want to do. Two, those who know the result of karma to be perishable and miserable become resentful. Being disgusted with karma, they act for moksha. And others, they realize that by doing karma, what am I going to receive? What am I going to get? Some material happiness? They have suffered so much already. They know what material happiness entails. It comes along with so much distress. Then they have no desire. No, I'll try to achieve liberation. So therefore they do akarma. They neglect their karma because they don't have no desire for it. They want moksha instead. And three, after hearing harikatha, some persons abandon prescribed karma and cultivate bhakti. Tavat karmani kurvita na nirvidyate yavata matkata sabanadava shraddha yavanajayate. In this current sloka of the Gita, the word karmano in the phrase gahana karmano gati implies all three aspects: karma, akarma, and karma. In this verse of the Bhagavatam, it says here that tavat karmani kurvita. You should do your karma unless Gnanir Veda Yavata. True detachment has awakened in the heart. And Matkata Shabanadava and Shraddha, faith in hearing my sweet pastime has not arisen. Shraddhayana Jayate. Unless faith for bhakti has not come in the heart, until that time faith does not awaken, then you will have to do your karma. There will be no true detachment, there will be no true renunciation. It may be that a person who has no faith in bhakti, he is detached in some way, but this is actually Phaluga Vairagya. This is actually false renunciation. It will not last long. Therefore, Shastra does not recommend for even those people to give up their karma. Because they are not actually, they're still attached secretly to karma. They only make a display of detachment, but in reality they are enjoyers. They have desire for enjoying so many different ways. So many material desires. Therefore they're not detached in the true, in a real way. They're not really detached. So therefore, our karma is, if it's ignorant, they do karma, then those who are aspiring for liberation and the devotees. These are three people who are engaged in karma. But in reality, as long as you do not have pure taste for doing bhakti, then no shraddha has not awakened, then you should not give up your karma, your duty. This kind of Phaluga Vairagya, false renunciation, leads to so many problems. One day you give up, and next day you again engage in. This like a pendulum, it's like swinging, the pendulum. It's not good to be swinging from one side to the other. Kokona bhogera, kokona tyagera, chalanaya, manaya. This mentality is not good. It brings inauspiciousness. And someone may say, but we see all devotees, they're always in this state. Sometimes they're very inspired, sometimes they're suffering so much, they're struggling with their bhakti. Then you see there are so many people that don't have shraddha bhakti, they've given up all their duties. No, but here the kind of shraddha that is being described is this paramantic shraddha. This shraddha that has been given by Guru Vaishnava. Guru Vaishnava give us this shraddha. That's why we are able to engage in devotional service. If one is already engaging in devotional service, that means he has some form of shraddha already. The seed of shraddha has been planted. Therefore, he is allowed to give up his karma. And he will endeavor in his devotion. Whether he is successful or not, it doesn't matter, because Neha Pratikabina Ashasti Pratyavaya Nimittite Svalpanabhi Asya Dharmasat Kayate Mahadovaya. He is protected from all danger, because in the path of bhakti, there is no loss. Even one day you stay in the temple and do devotion, that is for your eternal benefit. There is no harm. So whatever time one engages in devotional service, that is for your eternal benefit. That is glorious. That is, we can glorify that. And that is to be accepted. So the struggles of any Vaishnava in their Bhagavan bhajan, that is natural. To understand the bhakti. But that doesn't mean that because, I have enough, I should not engage in bhakti. No. They said that you want to cross the river, but you see that there's so much water. Then a person thinks, I'll wait for the river to dry up, then I'll walk across dry river bed. The water will never dry up. It takes thousands of years. Ultimately, in the end of Kali Yuga, in Kali Yuga at one point, all these holy rivers will disappear. And ultimately, when Ganga fully disappears, then that's when Kali Yuga begins fully. As long as there is Ganga in this world, then Kali Yuga cannot fully start. So that kind of mentality, I will wait for my desires, material desires, and attachments will not be bhakti. No, this is not the meaning. The sick man is sick, first takes medicine, then the disease goes. First the bhakti, then these desires, these attachments, your attachment for karma, all these things will go away. Bhakti is the means by which we can actually truly give up karma. Being truly detached. Pure renunciation. Shloka 18. Karmanya karmaya pasyat akarmani sakarmaya sa buddhima manusyasu sa yukta krishna karma. One who sees action in non-action and non-action in action is truly wise among men, and he is transcendently situated, even though he himself performs all sorts of actions. Bhavanavad. Of the three types of karma, the tattva of karma and akarma is explained in this shloka, beginning with the word karmani. Personalities such as Janak Maharaj, who were pure in heart, did not take sannyas, although they were endowed with jnana. Instead, they performed akarma by following Nishkan karma yoga. Those who see that such actions are not karma are themselves not bound by karma. A karma sannyasi whose heart is impure, who lacks tattva jnana, and who possesses mere intellectual knowledge of sastra, can only deliver exalted speeches. Those who can see karma in the akarma of such sannyasis, and realize that bondage to karma leads only to a miserable destination, are actually wise. In other words, the karma sannyasi, someone artificially gives up the path of karma, but actually his adhikar is still of that, of karma. He has desires to do karma. He's nishta in karma actually. So he speaks, talks a big talk, but is unable to actually truly be free from karma. And his desire to do karma will manifest in different ways actually. His bhoga vritti, his tendency to enjoy, it will be manifested in different actions. Externally, he puts the show of being free from his desire to karma. In reality, he is not. This is because he lacks devotion. And he is not taking shelter of Guru Vaishnava, who can support him, help him become free from that anartha. So, someone who realizes things that can see this, understand that this is wise. Someone, in other words, that person who doesn't artificially give up his karma. See that, oh, look, this person has taken sannyas, he's artificially given up, but he's not. He's doing a double standard, and the person thinks, oh, I will not follow that path. I'll wait. I'll perform my prescribed religion in a detached manner, like Janak Maharaj. And then his heart was pure, he's qualified to take sannyas. But he performed Nishkan karma yoga. He had that transcendental knowledge. He did his actions, but in a detached manner, not being affected by them. So someone who is wise, they'll wait. But this does not mean that if Guru Vaishnava gives you inspiration to do bhakti, then you will wait. No. Bhakti, when inspiration to bhakti comes, it must be taken immediately. Otherwise it will be neglected. Bhakti is so powerful that it will transcend you above all karma. You will be set on the path to attain liberation. In other words, prema seva. One should, whenever bhakti is always to be formed. There's no waiting for bhakti. You should do bhakti immediately. Always do bhakti. You have no adhikar, if you think I have no adhikar, then you are yourself shooting yourself in the foot. No. You should have this belief, I will do or die. Whether I have qualification or not. They said this is the true symptom of greed actually. Someone has greed, he'll never consider whether he's qualified or not, he'll simply perform, do. Therefore, progress so fast on this path. Krishna is giving the assurance, you surrender unto me, I will deliver you from all your sins. All your neglect of duty, don't worry. Do my devotion. The pure-hearted person mentioned above performs all types of karma but does not accept karma sannyas. On the other hand, there are so-called karma sannyasis who consider themselves to be knowledgeable but are actually proud and garrulous. They do not seek higher association or follow instructions, and they only praise themselves. Those impure-hearted persons suffer miserably. Sri Bhagavan has also said, these people were just discussed, so-called karma sannyasis. They think themselves so knowledgeable, but they're very proud and they're shameless in some ways. They talk a big talk, but they actually are unable to back up their words. It's shameful. Bhagavan has also said, Yastvya asamyata sat varga prachandendriya saratihi jnana vairagya rahitas tridhandam upajivati. Suran Atmanam Atmastam Nivnute Manchadadmaha Avipakva Kashayosmat Amushma Chabihiyate. Srimad Bhagavatam. Sometimes the person who is bereft of Gyan and Vairagya makes a show of accepting Chinanda, the symbol of sannyas, to maintain his life. This is condemned if his intelligence, which should direct the senses, is instead controlled by the fiercely strong senses and by the six invincible enemies: lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, and envy. Such a person is the killer of his own soul. Completely immersed in endless material desires, he denies the worshipful devas, his own self, and even me, who am situated within his heart. Thus he is ruined both in this world and in the next. In other words, someone makes a show of taking sannyas, but it's only for his maintenance, for his pratishtha, for his fame. And this is not referring to bhakti sannyas. If someone takes if Guru Vaishnavas encourage someone on the path of renunciation, then it is acceptable, even if one may not be qualified. But the qualification is determined by Guru and Vaishnava. If they are giving, then that is your qualification. The qualification is that you are willing to receive their mercy. Here is someone who independently puts on sannyas. Someone independently without any anugat, he takes sannyas, and he's doing it because he knows people will respect him, he'll get good donations and respect, and he can go house to house begging, he'll get something. Like if you're in white cloth and you go begging door to door, then people like, who is this? They may be a little bit hesitant. But if you're a sannyasi in red cloth and you go begging, oh, sadhu has come. In India, the cloth has so much significance. Therefore, then they will give you some, definitely they will give you, they won't deny you. Something they will give you, especially in Bandav. See, they will give you something always. But if so people there, you can see it. There are many professional sannyasis, tyagis. They put on red cloth and they take it drunk and they do kirtan outside in the streets and they go house to house like atta. End of the day, they go to the flour mill and they sell the atta at half the rate. And then they divide the money amongst their party and they go back and they maintain their wife and children. I've seen with my own eyes, so many times in Bhakta, and our pictures they come. This thing is, I think, commendable. That should be condemned. Narottam Thakur, he talks about that. Kapada Vaishnava Vaishe. He said that Brahmaya Artala Vaishe. Artala Vaishe. Kapada Vaishnava Vaishe. Artala Vaishe. Brahmaya Pulaya Gare. I put on this false dress of the Vaishnava, the desire only to earn money, and I'm going door to door. For such a person, he's controlled by his senses and the six invincible enemies: lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, and envy. Why are they invincible, these enemies? Because they're eternal. They always exist. You can never defeat them. That enemy which cannot be defeated is invincible. Because the jiva who enter into this material world, they are possibly attacked by these enemies. Because the lack of dharma bhakti is not there anymore. Only when prayer enters in the heart, then really all these six enemies, then they become conquered. In this material world, they always exist. You do not find a material universe where these six enemies are not there. Only in the spiritual world can you find that these things are free. Free from these things. So, someone who neglects devotion and he's a killer of his own soul. He's roaming endlessly in this ocean of birth, attacked by his senses and his six enemies. He attains no auspiciousness. Therefore, previously it said, do your duty. Don't do another person's duty. Do what is prescribed for you. If you have to perform karma, then perform it in this way. Don't artificially give up. Don't artificially give up karma for another karma. That's what it means said here. For bhakti you can give up karma, but you cannot give up karma for another man's duty. doing things which are contrary to the Shastra. Prakashika vritti, all karma performed by a Nishkam karma yogi is akarma, inaction, in the form of karma sannyas. Renunciation of the fruits of action, karma tyag, constitutes his performance of Nishkam karma. So giving up the fruits of action, this is Nishkam karma. Although Nishkam karma yogis perform all types of actions, they are not considered to be karmis, fruitive workers. For them, karma and akarma are the same. In other words, the Nishkam karma yogis, they can never be considered karmis because they are detached. Whether they do karma or that's all the same for them. They have no interest. It's nothing. Then it doesn't matter. On the other hand, so-called jnanis who have artificially renounced their prescribed duties, karma sannyas, but whose conduct is poor, durachari, due to their impure hearts, who are proud and who praise themselves, suffer miserable consequences. So-called karma sannyasi, he suffers. Shloka 19. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitah jnanagni dagda karmanam tam aho panditam buddha. He whose every action is free from hankering for pleasure, having burned all fruitive desire in the fire of pure knowledge, is called a pandit by the wise. So someone who has pure knowledge, he is considered a pandit. By that pure knowledge, all his material desires are burnt to ashes. In Jagadharma, this word pandit, this word panda is described there. It means someone who has illumination in his heart. He is illuminated by this pure knowledge. He is considered a panda or pandit. And later you see in the Gita this definition will come. He will say that Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Gavi Brahmana Hastini Shunicha Sapakecha Sa Pandita Samadarshina. Describes someone who has this Samadarshi, who is a Samadarshi, who views everything equally. Whether an elephant, a Brahmana, a dog, man, woman, bird. You see that within the heart of all of these living entities, Paramatma is there. They all are part of us of the Supreme Lord. You see everyone in this way. Therefore, he does not do anything to harm other living entities or Bhagavan's creation. He is Samadarshi. He sees everyone equally. Samadarshi, the highest level is what? It's like, you can see, like Shukadev Goswami. Really approve of everything. Param.Bhagavat. You know, this son with a child, a man, woman, old, young, he has no complete aloof. But then even the Uttam Bhargavas who come down in this world for the sake of preaching, who are acting on the level of Bandav, who make some discrimination, they are also Samadarshi. They are also not blessed. But they are taking up this road. So ultimately the true Samadarshis are Guru Varga. You can see by their actions, like the Vaishnavas. They create this facility, this place. And even when there is a small, sincere desire for Bhakti, they are welcome. Everyone who is rejected everywhere else, and they come here. Vaishnava Vaishnava. Those people who no one else can handle, then Vaishnava they take and they purify. So many varieties of jivas, devotees there. Vaishnava they keep everyone together. You see, like Srila Gurudev. Gurudev Sangha, all those devotees were rejected from everywhere else, and they came to Srila Gurudev. He gave them shelter, engaged them, purified them, made them so qualified. This is the true Siddhama Samana Samadarshi. It doesn't discriminate. Jai Bhajay say Baro Bhakti Nashar. Krishna Bhajana Jati Kuladi Vichar. There's no Jati Kul Vichar in Krishna Bhakti. Caste, creed, birth, all these things don't matter. You are sincere in your desire to do devotion, Guru Varga will engage you, help you progress. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjita jnanagni dagda karmanam tam aho panditam buddha. So this is what we just heard in this verse. He is called a pandit by the wise. One who has pure knowledge, and with that fire, that pure knowledge, it burns away all his hankering and pleasure. Bhavanava, the subject of karma is now being explained in detail in 5 shlokas. This is the 19th, now to the 24th. These next 5 shlokas will describe it. The first, beginning with the word yasya. Kama sankalpa varchitaha means devoid of the desire for the fruits of action. And samarambha refers to all actions which are properly instigated. Jnanagni dagdha karmanam indicates those in whom the reactions, the previous karma or vikarma, have all been burnt by the fire of jnana. The fate of those who perform vikarma, as described in Gita 4:17, should be understood in this way. Just as for a wise person whose adhikar was described in the previous sloka, it is proper to see his karma and akarma, and similarly, it is proper for him, it is proper to see his vikarma as akarma. In other words, that we should, someone who has adhikar, his heart is pure, he has this pure knowledge in his heart. And we should understand that such a person, even though it seems that he is doing akarma, it is not really akarma. He is situated on a higher level. Therefore, there seems to be neglect of karma, but he is performing a higher standard. He is performing devotion, remembrance of the Lord. And he seems to be doing some vikarma, something that is against scriptures, then that we should not also see as vikarma. Rather, we should take the eyes of scriptures and we should try to understand what his actions. We should try to reconcile his actions. By taking shelter of higher authorities, Guru and Vaishnava. Not jump to the conclusion that this person should not try to be a pandit ourselves. Oh, I know scripture, and then try to judge someone else. The process of judging is done by our seniors. They will judge. They will see what that person's fault is. They will purify it. They will put that person onto the right path. For us, we can only judge ourselves. We can only judge our own character, our own behavior, and try to correct ourselves in that way. Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, before you see the faults of others, see your own faults. This is my personal instruction. By doing this, you will always avoid the pitfalls of Vaishnava Aparadha and pitfalls of criticizing and engaging in politics and so many other small-minded, petty-minded activities. Those who perform prescribed duties and at the same time become free from fruitive desires, burn up all the results of their prescribed karma, as well as their vikarma and jnana, the fire of transcendental knowledge, which results from their performance of Nishkam Karma Yoga. Such Mahatmas are called Gyan Agni Dagdha Karma. Those who have burned all their karma in the fire of transcendental knowledge. So there's only one way to be free from karma, that is through transcendental knowledge, which comes by doing devotional service. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. Jnana cha vairagyascha. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. Janayati Ashvairagyam Jnana cha yad ahoitukam. This ahoituki bhakti, by doing this devotion unto Vasudeva, to Krishna, there's transcendental knowledge and true detachment will awaken. Slok 20. Chaktva karma phala sangam nitya tripta nirashrayah. Karmanya abhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti sa. One who has renounced attachment to the fruits of karma, who is always blissful within, and who is not dependent on anyone for his maintenance, does not act though fully engaged in all types of karma. Bhavanava nitya tripta means that internally such a person remains blissfully content. Nirashraya means not depending on anyone for one's maintenance. Yoga Shema. Such a person doesn't burden anyone. He's not concerned about his maintenance. So we heard that previously there's someone who is doing artificial karma sannyas and he's doing it for his maintenance, doing it for his own name and fame and his own benefit, welfare. For someone who is surrendered unto the Lord, the process of his maintenance, he depends on the Lord for. He's surrendered and he understands the Lord will provide everything. Simply by doing devotion, everything will come. And that doesn't mean that, because I am surrendered unto the Lord, that now Guru and Vaishnava, they will maintain me and they will take all my needs and necessities. No, a true sevak, then he will provide for Guru. He will go on mission, bring every day for the ashram. He will make an endeavor to serve Guru, not be dependent on Guru. No, be dependent for his mercy, but not trying to be materially dependent. And Gurudeva used to say, I like a red cloth brahmachari. Brahmachari means red cloth, servant, surrendered, and also who will give money. Then he said, in other words, be surrendered. So, if you are really surrendered, you will make some show of that. There will be some fruit. You will be endeavoring always. You will always have this mentality that one will consider how much am I contributing and how much am I taking. So, in this way, one will engage one's time continuously in Bhagavad Seva. And if one is continuously engaged in Bhagavad Seva, and one is happy in that is your contribution. It's not that everyone will become collective, go out and diksha, it's not the meaning. But one should contribute one's time and energy. Not that one will sit around in a temple and then when time comes for some need, then we go to Guru Vaishnava. No. We're sincerely engaging in everything. The Guru Vaishnava themselves, they will look after you. They will understand your needs. They will provide everything automatically. There's no need for you to worry. If you are sincere in that way. And ultimately Krishna will inspire you in so many ways. You will contribute so much. Mishra Pradesh. You will not be a liability or burden. In the beginning stage when we first come, then there's some dependency with that. And you have to learn many things. Engage in seva, feel comfortable. Take some time to become confident and fixed. From Samanda Gyan to awaken. It may take some time. So Guru Vaishnava, they have no problem. They are helping us, serving us. They are providing all these facilities. But there will come a time when we will be responsible. We will think, how much am I doing? How much am I contributing? And one will try to increase one's service, increase one's engagement. And then always thinking in new and new ways, how can I serve more? How can I do more service? This is simply not a devotion. Never fully satisfied with what we think. How can I do more? How can I do more? This way, slowly making progress. So, here, those who are not truly free from karma, then they do devotion for their own maintenance, for that reason. That is their motive. The motive is simply for themselves. The word yoga cycle in the Bhavanubha means to attain or to acquire that which one lacks. The word kshema means to protect one what one possesses. Slok 21. Nirashir yata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisam. One who can control his mind and senses, who is devoid of fruitive desire, who is given up all variety of sense pleasures, and he performs karma only for bodily maintenance, does not become affected by sinful reactions resulting from his karma. So someone who has control of his senses, is devoid of all fruitive desires, who has given up all varieties of sense pleasure, and who does karma only for bodily maintenance, then he is not affected by sinful reactions resulting from his karma. That means unintentional. The sins that become from unintentionally doing something wrong, accidentally killing some insects. We heard that 5 types: what the fire, the gloom, the mortal, and pestle, and the grinding stone. Even by saying you breathing in so many microscopic living entities are destroyed with every breath. So unintentionally sinful activities are going on. But someone who is sincere, who is surrendered, then he is never affected by these reactions from his sins. But someone who is artificially giving up all sense pleasure, but he actually desires sense pleasure, then he is If his heart is impure, then he will get the reactions of all his sinful activities. Bhavanubhad. Here the word Atma refers to the gross body. Sharira means to perform actions such as asat pratikgraha, accepting donations from the dishonest persons to maintain his body. Such people do not incur sin even if they act like this. This further describes the phrase of Gita 4:17, Vikarmana bodhavayam. One should understand the tattva of vikarma. So someone who is actually a devotee, he can even engage the wealth, the simple, in Bhagavan's seva, and he will not incur any reaction. But someone artificially takes this wealth of other considerable people for himself, he suffers so much. When you see the Vaishnavas are so careful, Gurudev explained this history. When they went preaching, he went preaching in Narasimha Maharaj, this Bhakti Kushal Narasimha Maharaj, uncle of Bhaktivedanta Ramakrishna, disciple of Jagat Guru Prabhupada. They came back, they collected 250 rupees. Then they came 300 rupees. They came back and Gurudev told Paramita, oh, the preaching went very well, they collected 300 rupees. Then when Narasimha Maharaj came, and he gave 250 to Paramita. Paramita said, oh, I heard there was 300 for collection, what is the other 50? Then Narasimha Maharaj took the other 50, here, take the money. I was saving it for our next preaching engagement. But you want it all and take it all. Paramita picked it up, put it in his pocket, took it out and gave it back. Here, this is for you. Then why are you acting like this? First you asking for the money, now you give it back? It's very unfair. Then Paramita smiled and said, because all this money we collected is from all sinful people. Who can digest this money? It should be offered in Thakuri's service, purified by Thakuri's mercy. Therefore, I am in this position. I am having to maintain this institution, run this temple. Therefore, it is my duty to first accept this donation, then I can give it back. If you independently use his wealth, then you will be affected. If it's independent, then the sin of the donation will affect you. Therefore, I am taking this, purifying it, Thakuri's mercy will be pure, and you will receive it now. He was pacified. Now we see the Vaishnavas, they are so careful. People come to them, donations and this and that. Some donations they use for cooking. And they are very good source. Someone sincere, some devotee wants to do some seva, feed the Vaishnavas, okay, that money will be used directly for kitchen seva. And then feeding the people, and that consciousness will be good. But some people, their donation is questionable. Then, okay, buying cement and steel and bricks, paying laborers. We've done that way. Some donations coming in Bhagavan, Vaishnavas, they hold their hands, they give to Nitin Guru, and he sends to Jagannath Puri. There they use the Jagannath Seva. We never touching that donation. So many times. People are giving up, probably their questionable character, this and that, questionable motives, not happy with that. Not even, I cannot digest. They hold their hands. But we are so shameless to go collect money, we receive money from other people, then we keep it in our pockets. We don't offer it to Guru Vaishnavas. What will happen? Or we accept pension from the government. And so many things. Then money will affect us. We have to be very careful. One thing that only for your maintenance, you receive some donation. That's one thing. But then we use it to enjoy in so many ways, then it will be a problem. There's different gradation also. So one should be very careful. This artha, this money, this wealth, imbued with all these things. Kali Maharaj, he received 4 places in sacred Kali. In meat-eating, intoxication, gambling, and illicit sex. He was given 1/5 place, that is gold. Gold represents wealth. Wherever there is wealth, Kali is there. Very, very careful. Don't be so bold to think that you can digest wealth. That wealth will digest you. it will devour you. So much material desires will come in your heart. Very simple test. Someone has no wealth and he is very humble, he is like a beggar, this and that, begging on the street. Give him crore rupees, $10 million, and see how he will become. He'll be walking around with his chest like this, and big cars, and he will not respect you, he will not look at you. Proud. People who have wealth become so proud by that wealth. So, I shall tell this katha. Those who are low class, you give them position, they misuse it. I tell this katha of the king, the court. Every day monkey will come there, offer his pranam, touch the king's feet, and he gives a good slap, and the monkey will go back, sit in the back of the court, and he'll listen to the instructions of the king and what is being discussed. Every day he's coming, the king is slapping the monkey. Then one of the ministers say, hey, why are you slapping this monkey? You see, every day he's very peaceful, very humble, never saying a word. Why are you always mistreating him? I'm mistreating, Acha, okay. I understand now what you're saying. I'm mistreating, okay. I will not mistreat him. You watch now what will happen. Then they tell the monkey again. Then he got it, pranam, touched the feet of the king. Wait, slap coming, but slap not coming. Oh, there is no slap. Then he so smile coming and said, very happy. Then he went back to his position. But now he's sitting there thinking to himself, oh, no slaps there. He's very happy. Looking around here and there, this side, that side. Good, now my lucky day. The next day he came in, he's not coming in humble. He's coming, walking up to the king, touching feet like this, no offering pranam. Now he's not sitting back, he's sitting in the middle of the assembly. Now he's looking around, he's poking this person, that, making sounds, jumping here, there, little, making a little commotion. Having good time now. Oh, now I'm accepted, now I'm. Then third day he comes up to the king, and now not even touching feet, just little like that, sitting in front of the king there. VIP seats. And he's making full of commotion there. Doing all the monkey business. Acting like nonsense. The fourth day he came, then he's coming and directly he's sitting in the front, but then he's coming and he's sitting on the throne, climbing on the back of the king, taking his crown, jumping around, taking food, throwing people. Then the king looking at the minister, you see what he's doing now? And the king, gave one nice big slap. And the monkey came in rolling, and he went back to his place and sat there humbly in the back, silent. So the king turned the minister, you see, the low class people, their nature. You give them 1 inch, they take a mile. Therefore this Shastra says, one should always chastise, keep those who are in the lower adhikar, they have the adhikar to receive chastisement. That is the adhikar. And by that chastisement it is beneficial for them. They actually can progress them. If their own bad and low tendencies will not take advantage, they will not take the benefit of them. It will stay in check and then they will have to progress spiritually. If you let their tendencies come out, then they see what happens. You can see like in a material society that there's some chance and people what they do, they start rioting, this and that, and they face so many problems. And the law enforcement has to come and break law and order. By force they are staying, but you remove the law and order, then rioting, looting shops, this and that, then their real nature comes out. Survival of the fittest. The desire to survive and accumulate is all. There are no conception of morality. During wartime, you see, their true adhikar comes out. So only by law and regulation they are being regulated in society. But you remove all that, then look what they're doing. They're killing, raping, looting. See how people's natures they change. That means their real nature is now shown. But someone who has high nature, just because there is no discipline there, he is not going to subject himself to all these things. So this refers to the true disciple also. When Guru invites them here, they are doing so much bhakti. But when Guru there is not there, then you see what activities they engage in. So here, here Giridhari is saying, finalizing here, saying that Nirasi means those who are devoid of fruitless desires. Such people may accept charity from dishonest persons to maintain their bodies, still they do not incur sin or they do not incur piety by accepting charity through the proper means. This is because they control their mind and gross body and they are free from any effort to accumulate objects meant for sense enjoyment. Someone who has ID card, then they can engage in this activity service. If we have no ID card, we should remain under guidance and not be a burden to the Vaishnavas. If we are under guidance of the Vaishnavas, and this will be our awesome system. Stop here today and we'll continue tomorrow. Gauramananda Hare Hare Diva Jai Shri Guru Pada Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Satchinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai Saparsada Gaur Hari Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Nandavati Vaishnavinda Ki Jai Samagata Bhakta Vinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Pramananda Hare